when I had to have been like 7 or 8 years old, maybe 6. And my mom got me this costume that was a devil costume. And it was just this skin tight red like bodysuit.
Like a female sexy devil?
Kinda. For like a 7-year-old.
Did you take your mom's costume, John?
No.
7, 5, 4,
3, 2. I can't see.
Who's doing the intro? I can't see.
Welcome to Spooktacular.
Is it working?
Binc Film Spookcast.
I don't know if you can hear me.
Halloween.
You gotta talk louder. That mask, you can't hear through that mask.
Well, that's the problem.
Me or
I
Josh?
can't see.
Not you.
It's me?
Well, yeah, you too.
Just me?
No, yeah,
Am I heard?
I can't see. It's
I
so
can't
foggy.
see anything. I'm scared.
Dude, this is
is-
a train wreck.
Hey, aren't all scary movies a train wreck?
Aren't all scary movies creepy?
Can you hear me? Am I heard?
Yeah, you're heard.
Okay.
Yep. You're not seen, but you're heard.
Welcome to the Binc Film Podcast.
Hang on. For the podcast listeners, I apologize. You should probably turn that video on right now.
Yeah, you're gonna want video for this
You're
one.
going to want to watch this one.
Oh, it's bad.
You with that Scream mask look like the scene from Scary Movie where they're getting high. He's like, yeah, man, just watching. Yeah, that. He's like, just watching the game. Josh, what are we talking about today?
Oh
You're
God.
really struggling over there, are you?
We
I can kind of see him.
today
my mask?
we're
That
talking.
sounds better. That sounds much better.
Welcome back to the Binc Film Podcast. I'm your co-host Joshua Rivers,
Future potential co-host,
and
Josh
across
Rivers.
from me
Maybe.
is Eric Gordonberg, the EGB, and today we're talking about scary movies.
I'm here, Josh.
And Michael Darwinberg. I can't see.
He's
I have-
finally
I
on
can't
camera, and we can't see
I
him.
know.
We can't.
I was the other day. Was it Monday?
We're talking-
I was here Monday.
How does it? Do I sound like garbage?
You're quieter, but I can hear you.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you're just gonna have to yell like normal.
Okay. We're talking about scary movies. This isn't happening. I can't.
Oh God.
Get it off me.
You're not committed. How are you gonna act in a film
Josh, you're
if,
not committed at all.
if you're not committed to this?
You know how hot it is in that thing?
Well, what do you think?
I can barely see anything.
What,
God.
what do you expect when you're on set and the lights are shining on you?
Dude, none of
It's
these
too
masks-
hot. I need to take off layers. It's too hot. I can't see. Can you hear me? I can't see
It's not even
you.
the fact that it's too hot. It's just that you can't hear me. I cannot see across the room.
No, you don't need to see.
Welcome to the Binc Film Podcast. I'm your co-host Joshua
No,
Rivers.
stop. You gotta put on something at least.
Well,
Put on one of those.
what?
One of those. He didn't want to wear that one because it hurts
No,
because of his
I
glasses.
can't. I'm not wearing my glasses right now, Eric.
Okay, here, try this. Ready?
Dude, I can't see that. This is a disaster. Okay, there
Just
it is.
feel it. Just feel it coming. Put that on. How's that? Is that better?
I mean, yeah, it's way better, and you can actually hear me.
Yeah, that's perfect.
It's amazing how that works.
Oh yeah.
Jesus.
Job,
How about
Josh.
mine? Now
Well-
that it's clearing up, how do you like my costume?
Nobody's going to be able to see your costume.
No,
Nobody's going to
they-
be able to see us.
Yeah, they can.
I like how Michael's just discreetly trying to
Hey.
vape.
I can fix the issue here.
What is that? Stop that.
The,
Dude, he's just loading it up.
okay, for the viewers that are trying to figure out what's going on, if they're even still here.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
We are.
And
How many days away is it?
This is not a fog machine. This is my brother's
4
vaping
days?
addiction. We've been trying to tell him for some time now that he's got to stop.
Okay. In all honesty, we're
4 days from Halloween.
We're 4 days from Halloween. We're going to be talking about some spooky material because we wanted to get into the spirit and get into the festivities. And this might be the last Binc Film Podcast episode. We might asphyxiate ourselves in this basement.
For real? I can't see you at all now.
It's so
I
I can't see
earlier.
the cameras from here.
Oh my
I can see
God.
the outline of your mask. I can't see any of your body.
This has gone terribly off the rails. So
I got you guys.
We're going to roll into this. We're going to talk about some spooky movies, some spooky good Halloween good times, and we hope you enjoy. I can't breathe. This
This is
is
kind of cool, though.
it is kind of cool. It's kind of scary, for real. I'm just kidding. Partially. So let's kick things off.
Can we play spooky Halloween music during the intro?
Oh, you should put that
if
on
you
the
can give me some,
soundboard.
Absolutely. What do we got for weekly recap, guys?
I don't know. I can't see the board from here.
That's true.
Yeah, I can't either.
Weekly recap. Well,
What's going on in your guys' world? Let's talk about your guys' world this week.
Well, I was just going to say the Minnesota Vikings played on Monday, so that's, you know.
How did they do?
Well, I think you probably know it's a typical Minnesota thing, so.
yeah.
Oh,
True.
yeah. Hockey season is alive and well. Minnesota Wild are off and running, if we want to call it that. They've had some ups and downs, per usual.
You look like you're
Literally ups and
wearing.
downs. Their first 4 games are up, down, up, down.
Yeah, no kidding.
You're wearing a hockey
After an
mask
AB
too.
Start.
Yeah, actually, I am wearing a hockey mask. Ugh. It's so bad,
Is that
dude.
a hiccup or are you unable to breathe?
Dude, we'll figure it out. We're just gonna roll with this. If I die, I die. You know, for the love of the game.
I do feel
right?
like my
that's-
eye is burning a little bit.
Oops.
This
All
can't
right.
be good for all of my equipment.
Yeah, we got
just
3
thought of
cameras
that.
rolling up there.
Screw your cameras.
Oh
what do
my
we got? What do
God.
we got today, boys?
Well, we're gonna dive into it with so for the weekly recap, some big things that are going on. Obviously, we're coming up on the month of November out there, so if we're gonna be coming up on turkey time, so make sure you guys are loading the cupboards, getting ready to feast on some food. Make sure you check your candy. It might be loaded with drugs if you're fortunate enough.
Or razor blades.
Well, we don't want that. But the drugs, I'm down. If somebody gives you LSD, party on. And tell me which house it is.
Unless you're a child, because children trick or treat, not us.
I feel like I'd be down for some LSD as an 8-year-old, you know? No? Is that bad? Am I not allowed to say that?
Is it scary if I do that from over here?
Not really.
Yeah, see? Pretty spooky, huh?
What about you, man? Weekly update.
Eric, I got a question for you for your weekly update.
What?
Charlotte came out last Friday. Things are up and running, and we had a year of our lives that was dedicated to making that film, outside of our normal things. But now that is finally done, what is next for the EGB?
Oh, what is next for me or for Binc?
For you first, and then we'll go into Binc.
For me, I hopefully have a movie trailer coming up pretty soon. I got some video game stuff coming. Everything.
Can you talk about what game?
I can't.
Wait, why not?
Yeah, why not?
Because I haven't officially signed on to it yet.
Is it like a AAA studio?
No.
Is it like-
I mean, yes.
Sony Santa Monica Studios?
No, it's Santa Monica. It's Santa Monica Studios.
Oh my god, I'm gonna look up the actual name.
The actual name is Santa Monica Studio, but
Josh was right. Write that down.
so yeah, I'm kind of in like a little in between downtime phase.
I'm in
but
between jobs. At the
Kind
moment.
of, yeah. I have a lot of stuff I got to do. I start teaching yesterday.
Really?
Yeah,
Teaching what?
guitar and piano.
Really?
Yep,
Look at you.
yep.
Do you are you like offering private lessons? Like, is there?
It's through a place. I'm not going to name it on
Oh.
here because I don't want to get cyber attacked, doxxed, murdered.
DDoS.
Bullied.
So, but yeah, it's a local-ish place around about 20 minutes from here. And
So
Hang on, before we go there, you both were wrong. Santa Monica Studio is a logo that is trademarked. It is a product of Sony Interactive Entertainment, LLC. So
Yeah.
it is not Santa Monica Studio. That is not the true name.
I also think he was wrong on that line that he said. I feel like that doesn't happen
What
at
was
that
that?
part in the game.
what game?
Oh,
Pretty sure he says that to Atreus at some point.
No, he does say it to Atreus, but he says we must be better to Atreus.
You said to Baldur.
To Baldur he says the cycle ends here. We must be better.
Yeah, I think he says that to Atreus.
You're gonna make me pull it up.
Yeah, good luck with that
we'll
mask on,
We'll look it up
Josh.
later. We'll look it up later.
I don't
Sorry.
even know where my phone is.
It's not scary
But to
enough.
answer that, you both were wrong. So it was right that you both wore the nose.
Okay. Well, anyway, so
Did I leave my phone upstairs?
it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Maybe.
We also in the Binc realm, we have our next movie in pre-production.
Who is the star of this next movie?
The star of the movie is somebody who you may know, maybe, who is trying his darndest to secure a role as a co-host. He's not yet a co-host,
Maybe
but
soon to
he's
be someday.
desperately trying, and whether or not he can pull off this role will determine that. What do you think about that, Josh?
Do you know who it is?
Oh my God.
Do you know who it is?
I looked away for 10 seconds to go back to this.
You don't know who it is?
You know, I bought that mask on Amazon, and it looked so cool. And when that showed up,
What a disappointment.
dude, it was like fully to your face, you know?
I bet if he tucked it under what he's wearing, it would look cool with the fog in front of him.
Just-
cooler tucked? Is that what you're telling me?
For
Yeah,
the
when you tuck it.
it's tuck friendly. Write that down. For the people that can't see this, describe what that mask looks like and feels like to wear.
It feels like I'm wearing someone else's skin. That's what it feels like. And it smells like latex, which honestly, I'm not really certain what I expected. But to touch on what you were talking about being in the next film, I'm beyond excited. I really am.
excited?
I've
How
been wanting
excited?
this for a while.
You have.
And I finally get my opportunity.
Let me tell everybody why this is. So this is a 3 to 5 minute little short horror flick.
Yeah, it's my first acting opportunity literally ever. So
Yeah,
if it tanks, it's my fault.
Well, the reason we're doing this is because we have an actual serious role planned for you, and it's going to be a good one. But we want you haven't been on set yet, so we want you to be immersed in a set to understand how it goes and all the pressure that's going to be on you,
Okay.
so that you can get all the jitters out the first time.
Okay.
And then that second one, it's a more serious role where you're emotional and you have to do all this in front of people and cameras and lights and all
I have
these
to cry.
things. So yeah, maybe we'll see.
What happened to him?
What is that? I'm gonna write that down. What is that mask? Is it an alien? That is actually creepy.
It is, honestly.
That is actually creepy. I wonder how that looks.
Let me borrow that, and when I go home tonight, I want to wear that into the house.
Oh my God.
And
Josh
where's
is
my
single
dog?
and coming to sleep on our couch tonight.
What do you
She's
guys,
gonna kick you out tonight.
Probably.
what do you guys think is the scariest movie of all time?
Ooh.
Scariest, like legitimately
Just
scary.
Just edge of your seat the most for as long. Yeah, you know what I mean.
I don't know. I'm not. So horror films come up a lot, and for those of you that don't know, our biggest film is The Farm. It has 75,000 views. It was our most successful film thus far, out of 5. So it's not that big of a pool. But I do not like horror films, not because they're scary. God, that is scarier than a horror film, and I know who's under it. Not because they're scary. I just don't enjoy the jump scare and the audio cues that force you to feel something.
Do you know who's under that?
Honestly, I think the scariest...
Dude, I'm in between you guys. Now we got 2 aliens in here. If you're on Spotify right now listening, please turn the video on.
I am not a...
Please turn the video on.
I'm not an alien.
Then what are you?
I'm a, what do they call them?
I don't know. That's why.
I love how he asked you, what do they call them? That's what we were hoping you would say.
Yeah.
I was hoping you would know what I was talking about. It's those alien, like, humanoids. I don't remember what they're called.
I got a question for you. With that particular face that you have going on right now, there's no nose and there's no mouth. You just have black eyes. I assume there's some secret way you can see through those. How do you eat? How do you breathe? Do you breathe? What's making that noise? There's no hole in your face. You have gills?
Oh, God.
You're so sweaty.
You're so sweaty.
I couldn't hold my
so
breath
bad.
any
No,
longer.
I don't even know. I was going to say hippie, but no. I don't know what that is.
This is just
it's your
more
pimp hat.
comfortable, is
It's
what
your
this
pimp hat.
is.
That does look... This is pretty comfortable, too.
I believe
Eric's
it.
so sweaty right now.
I'm not that sweaty.
My-
You look real
So to
glossy.
answer your question, the scariest movie, the movie that freaked me out the most for the short period of time, and I think we covered this in the very first episode that we made, the movie that had me shook for a hot second was the first Blair Witch Project. And it's because we thought
That's
it
a
was
good
real.
one.
We thought it was real for the longest time. When that movie first came out, there was a solid 6 month stretch where everybody just kind of accepted, like, well, that happened. Like, these people wandered into the woods and just disappeared.
Can you do me a favor real quick?
Sure, what's up?
Can you look at your camera and just do a Aaron Paul impression
Who's Aaron Paul?
from Breaking Bad?
Yo,
I've never seen
bitch.
You've
Give me
never-
my money, Mr. White.
Hold on. He's never seen Breaking Bad or Game of Thrones.
I've seen Breaking Bad on TikTok. I've seen a lot of
Oh
clips.
my God.
Maybe that was an advertisement.
Does
for
he
it.
know this is a film podcast?
Doesn't he look like Aaron Paul right now?
kinda
This
does.
is freaking me
Can
out,
you
dude.
can you repeat after me? Yo, bitch.
Yo, bitch.
Deeper. Yo, bitch.
Yo, bitch.
Give me my money. I'm out.
Give me my money. I'm out.
Mr. White.
Oh,
No, not Arnold.
Mr. White.
Mr. White.
Mr. White.
Yo, give me my money. I'm out.
Give me my money. I'm out.
Give me my money.
Oh my God, we got Batman in here.
Where is my money?
This episode has jumped the rails.
It's Halloween. Who cares?
It's a holiday.
We are, what is it, Thursday today? We are 2 days away one day away from everybody going out, partying, having fun. Who cares?
Trick or treat.
Yeah, we're just getting them ready.
I suppose.
With some Batman. I'm Batman.
What was your favorite Halloween costume as a kid? That's a good one. And it's
That
off
was a
guard.
good one, because I don't know if I remember them, but I remember we were four brothers growing up. We had tons of costumes.
I had a
between
lot
us.
of Star Wars costumes.
I believe that.
I just found in the garage when I was not looking for these costumes to prepare for this. I found my old Darth Maul costume.
Oh, nice.
Where it's a mask and it's connected to the cape. It's like one piece and it's like this big.
That's kind of sweet.
And I remember I had an Obi-Wan like Jedi robe. There was one year me and my neighbor dressed up as ring wraiths.
That'd be a sick costume, to be honest
But like
with
nobody knew what we were.
I would appreciate it. I want you to know that.
And I remember one year I really wanted to be that dude that nobody knows his name from The Mummy.
Tom Cruise.
No.
The guy
Brendan
with
Fraser?
the black robes and he's part of that like group.
Part of that group.
Yeah, dude, it's been so long since I've seen that movie.
Oh, the Magi?
Yes, that guy. What is that guy's
yeah,
name?
I know who you're talking about. Oh, God.
I wanted to be him for Halloween.
The real name or the name of
The character.
the character's
Do you know
name.
who played it?
No.
He was in Deuce Bigelow, Male Gigolo. That I know.
He would be one of the main actors, though. There's not that many characters.
Jonathan Carnahan? Emotep?
No,
No.
not Emotep.
Benny Gabber?
No.
No,
Dr.
Hey,
Alan
Benny!
Chamberlain?
no.
Ardith Bay? Dr. Terrence Bay?
No.
Mr. Henderson? Mr. Daniels? Mr.
No.
Burns?
Stop. It's.
I mean, we've gone through 10 of the top casts, so I'm
Well, I
confused.
left my phone upstairs, so I can't look it up.
You're talking about the Brendan Fraser one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are like the 10 people that in order.
The
Captain Winstock,
Which
Havelock,
movie are you looking at?
The Mummy,
The
1999.
original
Mummy,
one?
yeah.
Is
Yeah.
he in the original one?
He
or-
is. He's one of the Magi.
Pharaoh Seti.
He's one of the. He's like one of the main characters.
Ankh Su Namun.
Aksunamun. No.
Hook, Hangman.
She is
Camel
stunning.
Trader.
She is stunning, by
And
the way.
then we have about 8 people casted for Mummy.
No.
Then yeah, I don't know.
We're moving on. I had a costume.
I'm not moving on. You guys can move on. Keep
Arab
talking.
Assassin at the boat.
I had a costume as a kid
Uncredited.
when I had to have been like 7 or 8 years old, maybe 6. And my mom got me this costume that was a devil costume. And it was just this skin tight red like bodysuit.
Like a female sexy devil.
Kinda. For like a 7-year-old.
Did you take your mom's costume, John?
No. And it had this little like headband horns and it had a tail on it too. And the tail was hilarious. And my mother, at the time, we were a very religious family, so we went to church. And this woman
As the devil?
What? The devil. I shit you not. Write that down. Brought me to church dressed as the devil. And I remember like, the weight of what she'd done kind of registered when she got there and she was like, wait a minute. Took the horns
Oh my God.
and the tail from me and sent me in just a latex like red bodysuit. And
This sounds like he was wearing a sexy devil outfit.
I looked like I was in bondage. It was so ridiculous.
Were people offering you money by any chance?
It was so dumb. That's the only costume where I can legitimately remember it. I went as a cowboy in 5th grade, which was just dumb. It was me in jeans
Like
and
a
boots.
cowboy or a cowboy like a football cowboy?
Like I wore like blue
Like
jeans and
Western
boots with
cowboy?
a big belt buckle and a button-up shirt and a 10-gallon
Nice.
hat. Like that kind of cowboy.
I found the character and actor, by the way.
Okay.
The character's name is Ardeth. Ardeth Bay.
Yeah, he
said
said
that
that.
one.
He said that. We just didn't know
Yeah,
it.
we didn't know what his name was.
He's number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on the list.
Yeah, he's
Eight,
he's
number
5 on this one.
I was gonna say I feel like he's not the 8th most
No,
important
he's
character in
7.
that
He's
movie.
7 on this list.
Well, he's 5 on this one. Okay, so you're
IMDb.
wrong. You're wrong.
I would definitely put
I'm
him at
on
like
IMDb.
number 4 or 3.
I mean, he's IMDb.
What do you think is the scariest movie ever made?
We literally just said that.
I
I
never
said,
you
gave one.
talked about what you thought it was, and then you just moved on like you always do.
Honestly,
Hit the
I think so. We already established that I really don't like scary movies, but I think that some of the I'll agree with that. I think that some of the scary movies, if I had to pick one that stuck with me for a long time, that is meant to be scary, would probably be, is it 30 Days a Night
Yeah,
with Josh Hartnett?
I agree with that buzzer though. I love
The
that
vampire
movie
one?
for some reason.
that movie's
You
good.
watch it now, it's cheesy, but
But
back
it's-
when I watched it, I was probably 15, 18.
That's
I don't
about when
know.
it came out.
when
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
in the attic
Dude, there
and
are
they're hiding
scenes.
out.
There are scenes in that movie that are legitimately
The
scary.
no God scene.
Yes.
That's pretty
Yes.
messed up.
Yeah. So I would say a movie that falls in that kind of genre of like horror where it's not just there's very much jump scares in that.
Yeah.
Like when they're under the trailer house thing and
Yeah.
like they all have them, but that's why I don't like horror
It's
in
a
general.
good film. I like it. It's just not what I would call like if I was looking for.
I can't think of one.
Well,
I'm gonna be
that's
honest.
fair.
I'm gonna be honest.
But there are scary movies that aren't really scary that I love. Like one of my favorite movies of all time is 13 Ghosts. And it's not that scary, but it's cool and it's fun and I had a good time with it.
Yeah.
That was my big thing with it. Like the jackal I thought was the coolest ghost ever. And there are parts of that film that are a little bit scary. Like the
think this-
junkyard scene.
I never saw it.
Oh
so I
my
can't
God.
Really comment. I think the scariest movie ever was Jasper the Friendly Ghost.
Jasper? Jasper.
Jasper.
Jasper the Friendly
I haven't
Ghost.
seen that
Oh
one.
my
He's
God,
bald
bro.
again. He's
I
bald
haven't
again.
seen that one. I think
I need to move so I'm not in between you guys because I can't.
I think
Just
the-
rotating horror masks right now.
this isn't horror.
Yeah,
Oh.
can you explain to the viewers what that is? Because we don't know.
What is?
What your
What you're
get up
wearing.
is right now.
It's a long
my
sleeve
God.
shirt.
I hate doing this show.
I think the scariest movie that I ever saw, even though I was old enough and well aware that it wasn't real, but it's still I went home from the movie theater and just had that feeling of I don't want to be alone right now.
Yeah.
The original Paranormal Activity.
Dude, that was good. That was good.
Like even today, like I'm not gonna put that movie on.
Right.
I'm not going to.
Here's the thing. People dump on those movies because it got a little off the rails after the second one.
Yeah, it did.
Like 3 and the 45 that came after it.
well, because I mean, naturally you have to like up it each time.
Yeah.
So
Well, you gotta go bigger and crazy. That's proof to the point that not every movie needs a sequel.
yeah,
Some
that's-
things are just best left well enough alone.
That scene where the cupboards fly open was like. You remember that?
Yeah, I do remember that.
Dude,
The-
I would go in my kitchen and just be like thinking, what would I do if that happened right now?
the part that got me is when she's asleep in bed, because it starts kind of comical.
Yep.
Because she's laying in bed, and then this thing drags her out of bed, and she just boom, hits the floor, and I'm like, and then she just gets dragged screaming down the hallway, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
it's not funny. Like I immediately was horrified. If something drags me out of my bed, you're gonna see a streak of shit down the entire hallway.
Could you imagine what that would do to you? The level of fear.
Because oh man, I can't even fathom what I would feel. I know for a fact there are certain situations if I found myself in them, I would just pass away.
Like in a split second, your entire like concept of reality is just gone.
Gone.
When you realize something invisible is pulling you out of your bedroom in your house,
I would
and you
die.
look and there's nothing there.
I would die. The second I woke up in my hallway, flying down the hallway, I'd be like, ah! And that's it. Like, I'm just gone.
Imagine the feeling of, or rather the thought of the feeling, how it felt when it was grabbing your leg afterwards.
I would have.
See, I'm getting creeped out just talking about it.
I would have died, dude. I don't know how else to
Did you
describe
see
it to
that
you.
movie?
Which movie?
Paranormal Activity.
Yeah, it was creepy.
It's good to know you're paying attention.
Yeah, I was looking at a list of top scary movies, and because I was trying to, I just don't watch that many horror movies. Most ones I saw was much younger, but I did come up with 2. The Ring, when The Ring first came
Yes.
out,
Never saw it.
scared the hell out of me.
We should
dude.
watch it.
We should
When
watch
she's
it.
crawling out of the TV, like it was creepy. Or is it the well? Is it the both? I
Just
don't remember.
don't spoil it. We should watch
Okay.
it with them.
However,
Go ahead, because I have something to add to this.
scariest movie I remember seeing was actually, I don't know if it was in film school when we watched this, but it was Let the Right One In.
I've heard of this.
So there was a movie in 2010 that came out. It was called Let Me In, and it was the American remake of this
Sure.
movie. The original was a Swedish movie. It was like 2 years before that. So it's subtitles and everything. But the American version feels like the jump scare kind of the reason I don't like horror films.
Yeah.
Let the Right One In was so creepy. I don't know how to explain this movie to you guys. It was like little kids. Watch it. Just
Okay.
watch it. I don't like scary movies. I don't think they're scary. I think they're annoying. This movie scared the shit out of me.
The movies that scare me the
gotta write
most.
that down.
Well, one of the things that scares me the most is like distorted faces. So like, you know those movies where somebody like opens their mouth and their jaw just
You'll like The Ring then.
continues to open. Oh, it gives me the heebs. And there was a scene.
Josh?
Shut up.
wide open jaw?
What about? There was a scene in Close Encounters of the Fourth Kind, or not Close Encounters of the Fourth Kind. It's just called The Fourth Kind.
Yes, that movie was terrifying.
That
too.
movie
I
messed
don't
me
know
up
that
for a
one.
while, dude.
Yeah.
But there was also a movie called I want to say it was like VHS or something like
Sounds
that.
familiar.
There's a couple of them, and there's this monster that like comes climbing through a window.
VHSs.
Yeah. This monster comes like climbing through a window, and it's distorted long limbs like mess with me. I don't know why that is.
Yeah.
And it comes like climbing through the window with its creepily long arms and legs, and it's got that face and just whoa, like the mouth wide open, and I'm just like, oh, I don't like that at all. There was what's another film that did that really well? It was just in my head. I was just thinking about it. Oh, okay, so I mentioned the Blair Witch Project, right? You know they had that crappy like third movie just called Blair Witch that came out in.
I didn't know they made more than one.
There was a second one which was okay. It was all right. It wasn't a found footage
I
film.
didn't see them, but yeah, there was.
There was a second one that was actually all right, but the third one was just a bad movie. It was just a bad movie. The acting wasn't good. None of it was really good. But there was one scene in that movie where the acting is actually top notch, and it was legitimately creepy. It's at the very, very end of the film. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen the latest Blair Witch film, which came out in, I want to say, 2018. She's sitting in a room, and you can't look at the Blair Witch, right? That's the whole premise. We probably shouldn't have opened the window.
That scared the shit out of me.
Loki
dude.
scared me too, I'm not gonna lie. Sorry if you heard the train in the background, listeners and viewers. But there's a scene where she's standing there, and you can't look at the Blair Witch because she'll get you, right? Like that's the whole thing. You can't look at her. So she has the camera up, and she's got the screen flipped so she can see behind her because she's trapped in this house. And this woman conveys being scared. So,
I wonder if they can hear that. Do you think?
oh, they can absolutely hear it.
Yeah.
I can hear it.
Okay.
I can hear it. They can hear the train.
That's fine.
Anyways,
But now
So-
they're going to be able to know where we
Oh
are.
my god, they know we live by a train track.
you're going to start getting like random packages from UPS and stuff showing up. So she's sitting there and she's got the camera facing back, and you see the Blair Witch, and it's like I said, it's one of those long, gangly things, and she's freaked out by it, and she conveys being scared so well, like she screams, and when she's like trying to compose herself, she's doing like the gasping cries, the like really conveying the fact that she's freaked the F out. Super, super good. But that's the only good thing about that movie. The rest of the movie's just cheeks. It's real bad.
Back to your point about not liking horror movies.
Yep.
I think the reason you don't like them is a fair reason, that being a filmmaker, when horror movies use tactics that sort of manipulate the general flow of a film. It feels cheap and kind of underhanded and dirty.
It does,
Yeah.
especially especially since a lot of what I do is cinematography.
Look at the microphone, please. You're a little quiet.
I feel like the audio cue is what makes me mad. Where like
Yeah.
visually you should be scared because you're going for a cinematic experience to visually see this. Obviously audio is very important, but sound making you jump isn't the same as something actually scaring you. Like visually, like that bald head is pretty terrifying right now. Yeah.
There's a couple of movies that do that well, though. And
There
I'll
are
give-
definitely ones. I won't discredit those.
Yeah.
The majority have ruined it for me to where
Yeah.
I just don't take the time to go see them anymore.
To give credit to a modern one, well, a more modern one is, have you seen The Conjuring 2?
Maybe. I remember seeing the first one, and I know that people have said those are legitimately scary. I don't go out of my way for them.
Which is fair.
I hate the possession movies. They're just not scary.
Possession
Pretty
doesn't
repeated,
really
like-
do much for me, but The Conjuring did a really good job of it. Because they, like he said, the visual cues and the audio cues, if they come together, it works beautifully. And I think they did a really good job visually. It's easy to get the audio cues right for horror films. Just scare people. Loud thuds, low bass, that stuff really gets to people. But The Conjuring did it really well. And the second one in particular, when they walk into the hallway and that nun is just at the end of the hallway. There's nothing crazy about it. It's nothing super special, right? It is just a shot of a long hallway, and at the end of that long hallway is a dead painted up nun. And that, everybody who saw that the first time, they're just like, I don't like that. And I think they give you the subtle, horror films like to do that little doom, like that bass drop on something. And that, when that's timed perfectly with that, it's just, ooh, the Hebes for sure. There was also another good one in Sinister.
I didn't see that one either.
Oh, Sinister's good. Sinister's a good scary movie.
Okay, so maybe we need to watch Paranormal Activity again.
I'd be down.
Like little schoolgirls and get scared on the couch. And The Ring.
I think we should watch. Okay, so I agree with Paranormal Activity. I'm going to counter and say the second one should be Sinister. Because you guys haven't seen that.
Okay, so then we should do Sinister and The Ring.
Okay. I'd be down because I haven't seen The Ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's agreeable.
I agree with all of that. On that note, it's time to hit that fog machine because we are moving into trivia.
Am I supposed to be scared of trivia?
I'm Jasper, the
This is a
snot-friendly
special
ghost.
Hey, I don't want to get a copyright strike, so I made up a new one. Jasper. He's slightly gray.
I
should
sneak
put that on a
into
t-shirt.
your room, and when I come in,
Jasper.
I take
It
your
should be me with this
phone.
hat on with the headphones and just Jasper the Friendly Ghost.
I sneak into your phone, and when you're asleep, I install.
My God. Cut that out. 33:21.
Honestly, it's funny you mention that because I just watched Casper for the first time in probably a decade, like last
How
weekend.
bad was it?
Honestly, that movie, I'm going to get barbecued for this. It holds up surprisingly well. Like, the comedy sticks and it's fun. You're not going to laugh your butt off, and it's not scary, but it's just fun. Like, I would definitely throw that movie on in the background and just kind of like, oh, yeah, this is fun. This is a good time. It's worth a chuckle.
All right, we ready for this trivia? Special week.
I also had a massive crush on Christina Ricci, particularly in Sleepy Hollow. Wow.
It is Joshua versus
was weird.
Eric.
Yeah, that got weird. Sorry about that.
Yeah. We'll cut that out.
Blonde Christina
Don't
Ricci,
cut
dude.
that
Sorry.
out.
I won't cut it out. Let's get those noses on, boys. You guys are competing against each other, and you both lost last week. So,
That trivia sucked.
because
butt last
we
week.
are, 4 days away from Halloween?
I have no idea when this comes out.
I think it's 4 days away. Yes. It's 4 days away from Halloween right now.
My nose
We-
almost fell off into my drink, which would have been catastrophic.
That's all right. We got a
hat-
whole bag of them in the closet. Probably
hat
20, 30
looks
more.
really
Woo,
good.
so happy.
I like the hat with the nose.
Thanks, man.
So this week is Halloween trivia. I pulled
the
all these
movie
questions. There's some in there. But I pulled
Shit.
these questions Halloween related, scary movie related.
Can you write that down? I definitely just dropped an S-bomb.
Oh, come on.
I'm sorry.
Somebody talk while I figure this out.
You were in the middle of introducing. What do
Right.
you want me to
Oh.
talk about?
33,
You know that there are metal
30.
bands that sing about scary movies and
All
scary
right,
stuff?
and we're going back to trivia.
Jesus.
We'll leave that swear word in there because I'd rather not talk about it.
Shout out to the
All right, we're
rest in
gonna-
peace.
Go ahead and write that down.
Shout out to
Can you guys seriously stop? Because I am going to have to cut
Are
every
you
one of
ready
these
for this
out.
trivia?
If you stop. All right. The way this works, first person to 7 correct wins.
Okay, I have a buzzer, so I'll know if I'm.
All right. You'll have to hit that buzzer. You start guessing whenever you want. If
Okay.
I'm mid-sentence, you guess. If you are incorrect, you lose a point.
Okay, I like this.
If you are correct, you gain a point.
But then does the other person have a chance to answer?
if the person that guesses incorrect first, or person that guesses first is incorrect, the other person has a chance to steal it. So yes.
We need to get like buzzers.
However, that second person only has 5 seconds to answer. So let's not make this last forever. Okay.
Josh.
Let's start out with. Let's start out. Jar Jar's horror, right? All right, let's get that fog machine
Can
going.
I make a point here? Why does he talk faster?
Excuse me.
Feels like that's sped up. Is that sped up?
I don't know.
Excuse me.
All right, question number 1. What eerie film?
Stop. Can you do it in a spooky voice?
What eerie film is credited with coining the notorious phrase, "Do you like horror movies?"
Ding, ding, ding.
Eric.
I believe that's Scream.
That is correct for a bonus point.
What?
What year did Scream come out?
1998.
Go ahead and hit that buzzer. Thank you. Eric's at 1 point.
It was 99, wasn't it?
It was 96.
I was gonna say it
Are
was
you
96.
serious?
Hey, can we
Unless
pause?
this is wrong. This could
it-
be wrong.
It is 96. It's not actually. I think it's 97 if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, this says 96. I don't know.
Okay. Real quick, it wasn't. It didn't coin the phrase "Do you like horror movies?" The phrase was "What's your favorite scary movie?"
Well, how did I get it right
sure?
then?
That's literally what he. That's what he says
Well,
in the film.
whatever.
Is "What's your favorite scary?"
Like
movie?
I said, I found this on the internet.
So we're just gonna
we
give
did
it to
not
him.
vet
It's
it.
wrong.
We did not vet it. It was the movie was correct. The line was wrong.
Yo,
I still got it right, and
The
it
fact
wasn't
that he
even
got
the
it
right
right means it
question.
had to have been
if you
close
would have
enough.
said what coined the
Oh,
phrase "What's your
God.
favorite scary movie," I would have been like screaming.
Josh is a
97
sore loser.
Dude,
ready to
have
lose.
some sportsmanship.
Josh is going to lose 1 point if he says one more word before I start the next question.
we got like
Jar Jar counts. All right, and question number 2.
we got like the Robert Sala of podcasts over here.
Hold my balls, bro.
Question number 2. In what horror film does the phrase "the power of Christ compels you"?
The Exorcist.
That is a point for Josh. What's that noise?
It's a rumble from outside. I feel like
It's
it's thunder.
creepy. I'm
Jeez,
actually
that's creepy.
I'm actually a little creeped out from this episode. It's
Let's get
fun.
some fog in here. What classic horror film stars a serial killer dressed as William Shatner?
What?
I don't know. I don't even know what he looks like. I'm gonna be
William
honest.
Shatner?
I'm gonna be honest.
Star
that-
Trek?
That's
Come
one of
on
the,
now.
that's one of those actors that I don't know who that is.
A horror film with a serial killer dressed as William Shatner.
Remember, if you answer wrong, you lose a point.
Okay, I'm gonna skip. Yeah, I'm out.
Nobody?
I don't-
Okay.
no, I don't.
You will not lose a point. Guess whatever horror film you can think of.
God.
Whoever's
Chucky.
I honestly, I don't even have a guess for you. I could see it in my head though. Like I feel like I've seen a scene from it. What
first.
is
The
it?
answer is Halloween.
Is it really?
I mean, somebody's dressed as somebody. Why would you not guess Halloween? When do people dress up as somebody?
How is he dressed as William
I don't
Shatner?
know. I don't know. I'm just reading
Is
the
this
questions.
thing way wrong here? I feel like it's way wrong.
Is
We'll
that,
look after the fact.
is that who
Let us
Michael
know in the
Myers
comments.
is?
Michael
Let us know
Myers.
in the comments.
Yeah. Drop a comment
ready?
if we're dumb.
What is the...
Stop. Spooky voice.
I feel like my beard's just rubbing up against it.
It is. Now you know how I feel.
Oh
Come
my
on!
god.
Right. Which...
Is that the name of the movie? Which?
What is...
Jesus.
You're bald with a clown nose on. What is the highest grossing Stephen King film adaptation to date?
It.
Which it?
The new one.
What year for an extra bonus point?
2018.
Hit that buzzer for me. It was 2017.
Oops.
Is that chapter 1?
Yes.
I don't know. It just says 2017.
It's
remake
the
of It.
first new It movie. So I got 2 points. You've got 1.
Thank you.
Okay. What television series is based on a concept for an unproduced episode of The X-Files?
Wait, what?
Yeah, read that again.
What television series is based on a concept for an unproduced episode of The X-Files? I gotta look this up and see if this is real.
Fringe.
Buzzer? Josh, you get a free answer here.
Supernatural.
No.
Damn. That was a shot in the dark.
I don't think this is real, actually. It says Final Destination.
That's a movie!
That's what I thought. So I was looking and I can't find a show.
Dude, what are with these quizzes that
Okay.
we find?
Dude, our last two trivias have sucked.
Next one. What was Jason's original name on Friday the 13th?
Dude, I was just watching that 2 nights ago.
Like, who was the killer in the first movie, or what? Like, what is it asking?
What was his original name?
Like-
before it was Jason.
I don't know.
These questions suck.
One of you should know this answer.
I don't know.
That's your hint.
I don't know.
No.
This is very, very bad.
Pointing at the answer.
I know, but I'm not going to say
It's
it.
Josh. I don't know.
Why?
Yeah, these questions
What,
suck.
like-
All right, I got a good one. This one I know the answer is correct. Who directed acclaimed horror movies Get Out and Us?
Jordan Peele.
I knew that.
Ding,
I just
ding,
couldn't think of the
ding.
name.
Anybody keeping track? Because I'm so far down
It's
this
2-2,
list.
I
It's
think.
2-2.
Okay.
We're doing first to 5 because this is going bad.
Which author of scary books holds the record for the most book-to-movie adaptations?
Stephen King.
I was
There's
gonna
another
say.
one.
I was either gonna say that or R.L. Stein
What year?
or Wes Craven, actually.
Again, I don't know the credibility of these.
Well, no, it's that's correct. That's the right answer. But I'm just thinking of authors who have had scary books made into movies, and Wes
What
Craven comes to
year-
mind.
2000. Just kidding. Spooky voice.
What year was the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre released?
Oh God, I think I know, but I don't want to lose a
Ooh,
point.
that's a tough one to guess.
I think I
because
know it though.
You could have 40 wrong answers and get one right.
I can't remember how old those movies
That's
are.
a hint, by the way.
1987.
I'll let you guys go head to head here. This is a tough one. Whoever's closer gets a point.
1976.
1974.
Oh, let's go, baby!
Wow, it's that old?
It's that old.
Dang.
I knew
Assuming
that.
this is accurate.
No, that is true.
Oh, of course, that one's true.
Okay, so is it 3-3?
Shut up.
3-3?
Yeah.
Yes.
Which horror movie is not based on a book? I'm going to give you a few.
I thought we were just
3,
supposed to know
4.
that. Like, go.
I'm going to give you 4. So as soon as you know, you give it the answer.
Which horror movie is not based on a
is
book?
not based on a book?
Go.
Spooky voice.
Frankenstein. Bird Box. Interview with the Vampire. Or A Quiet Place.
Bird Box.
Quiet Place.
-1 +1.
Fuck you.
4-2.
Oops.
Yeah, that's an oops.
I figured with how popular A Quiet Place is and the fact that John Krasinski made it,
Jim. We just call him Jim. Make it
Yeah.
easier for you.
I was pretty sure it was that one.
All right, what do we at?
It's 4-2.
We got 6 minutes. So first
Wrap
5.
this up.
Sorry, Josh.
The
Which sci-fi horror movie stars Mel Gibson and Walking Phoenix?
Signs.
Josh, would you like to do the honors and hit the button? No.
No. Here's your clown nose, clown.
Eric, you can keep that because you're gonna end up wearing it.
I know. I just wanted to throw it.
We'll give a bonus one.
I don't want.
Who directed the 1963 The Birds?
Oh my God.
Josh should have known this one.
Is this John Carpenter?
No,
No. Okay. Who is it?
Alfred Hitchcock.
Oh God.
Almost said
I
Hitchcock.
knew that.
Drinks are kicking
Where
in.
did I
All
get
right,
John
we have
Carpenter
4
from?
minutes left to do your guys' over-under.
Get it.
Your suggestions and send them home safely for Halloween this weekend.
Yes.
Okay.
Sit.
Overrated, underrated.
It's your
Overrated,
turn, Josh.
underrated.
Halloween.
Okay, overrated, underrated. Okay, this is gonna be slightly controversial.
You
Overrated.
gotta please put your clown nose back on. Thank you.
Overrated, The Exorcist. Underrated, 13 Ghosts.
You know, I was about to say overrated Exorcist, absolutely, because those movies are so overrated.
Those movies,
But
all one of them.
there's like multiple though.
Are there?
The Exorcist, The Exorcism of Emily Rose,
No, we're talking about The
Conjuring.
Exorcist.
All of those movies are overrated. Every one of them.
We're
But
gonna fight.
at the same time, you get so obsessed with these random ass write that down movies. Twister. Yeah, I smashed that trivia. 13 Ghosts gets brought up 13 times every podcast. So I'm going to say that 13 Ghosts is definitely not underrated.
So you're gonna agree that The Exorcism is overrated?
Yes.
You said that's what you were gonna say in the
I'm
first
gonna be
place.
honest. I'd agree with both of those. That'd be an easy game for me.
Really?
Yeah.
You agree that The Exorcism is overrated, and you agree
Yes.
that 13 Ghosts is underrated?
Yes.
You've seen 13 Ghosts.
No.
What do you? Okay.
He's
So-
drunk.
He drunk.
He's drunk.
To me, it's underrated because I haven't seen it, and I dismiss all horror movies. So I would say it's underrated.
I would love to keep wearing this, but my allergies have been beating the hell out of me.
Because of this
God.
fog.
It's not allergies,
All right,
it's
we
the
got-
poison in the
We
air.
got 2 minutes here. What are your suggestions? Being Halloween weekend.
My suggestion for you is get together with some friends this Halloween year and sit down and relive the good old days. Watch scary movies together, get on the couch together, get a bucket of popcorn, scare the hell out of each other. Whatever you do, don't say, I'll be right back.
I'm going to suggest two movies. One is a movie by us, The Farm. Go check it out on the Binc Film YouTube channel.
We can link it in the description for YouTube viewers.
It's about, 35, 40 minutes long of horror, and it takes place on a farm, and all farms are creepy. So, and then the other thing I'm going to suggest,
Every farmer listening is like, what the f?
I'm gonna go ahead and write that down.
I'm also going to suggest a very underrated horror movie that came out earlier this year, and it's now on a streaming platform. I don't remember which one it is. Look it up. You'll find it. You have all of them because you waste all your money. But anyway, the new Boogeyman movie.
What?
Yeah. Did you see that?
Boogeyman.
Baba Booey.
Yeah.
Baba Booey.
I think it's a Stephen King one.
Interesting.
It was pretty friggin' creepy. I'm not gonna lie.
It was pretty.
I wish everybody could see you wearing your shorts all pulled up.
It was creepy.
I'm glad they don't see that.
It was creepy.
That's why it's so bright in here.
Get your phone out. This will be your first big TikTok.
My phone's upstairs!
All right. Good suggestions. We got 60 seconds. Let's send them home safe this weekend.
So as always, we want you to have a good time when you partake in the Halloween festivities. Like I said, get together with friends, have a good time, enjoy yourselves, and watch some scary movies, hand out candy to the kids. But obviously, we don't want you making any dumb decisions. Always have a safe driver in place. We want you to make the right choice each time, and we want our viewers to come back and continue to be viewers and listeners. So do what you got to do the right thing, line up a ride, stay at a friend, and if you're hosting, let people crash on the couch. As always, we thank you so much for tuning in. Last week's episode's trivia was a disaster, Monday.
No,
Mondays,
it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
You
Mondays,
were a disaster.
You're a disaster. Monday's episode was trivia was a disaster. I apologize for that. I wasn't prepared. That's entirely on me. But I hope you like this episode. I hope you guys continue to come back. We don't do this without you guys, so we really appreciate every viewer that we have and every listener that we have. It means the world to us. Thank you so much. You have a lot of options when it comes to choosing entertainment, when it comes to media these days. So thanks for deciding to spend your time with us. As always, I am your co-host, Joshua Rivers. Across from me is Eric Gordonberg, the EGB, and our director and producer, Michael Darwin-Berg, the MDB. You can find them on social at the handles Eric Gordon-Berg and Michael Darwin-Berg on all forms of social media. You can find me on TikTok and Instagram with the handle Stop That Rivers. Nothing's been posted. It hasn't been since we started this page.
Next week.
We're going to start posting next week. You can find our main page, Binc Film, on YouTube, Facebook, every platform except Instagram. We're banned on Instagram, right?
Yeah, but we're at 50 minutes, so we'll talk about it next week.
We'll have to cover that in the next episode. Okay, so yeah, so make sure you check out the Binc Film pages. Take a look at all the wonderful short films that these guys have put together. And keep an eye out for the new one that's in pre-production right now. We'll have a little bit more information for you guys as we go. And I really, again, appreciate you guys spending your time with us. And what are you doing? Hey!
Cut.
It's sweaty in here. It's hot in here. It is humid in here.
Nobody says that.
Yes, they do. And we're
It's
fixing
sweaty
it
in here.
Okay, I'm sweaty in here. We're
You
fixing
you
it
walk
next
into
time.
a room and you go, "Wow, it's sweaty in here."
Dude, go away. Like, wait, it's hot. It's humid. It's moist.
But it's not sweaty in
the
here.
walls are sweating. We use
you
too much
say
fog.
moist?
Yes, it's too much fog in
You
here.
are sweaty in here.
Oh God.